your first year is of course a foundation, which is common. In the second year of your studies, which was your first year of specialization, is when you get the fundamentals of design. So things like how do you do research, you know? How do you explore materials. So you'll be working in the workshop, turning wood or using the welding machine, the laser cutter, you know, learning how to get a handle on material, how to manipulate it.
Ergonomics, the human body, how it functions.
And how do you actually make an object,
you
know. What embodies an object, the story an object tells. So these are the fundamentals that all students will learn. 3D softwares,
that's very important.
SketchUp, and I think CAD is no longer as relevant today, but you know, Rhinoceros or Alias and all these other new 3D modeling softwares that are coming into the picture. We teach you all of that. Then from there, once you've had a base, and I think that also allows students to figure out what they're interested in. I find that when a student starts, they may not always know what they want to specialize in.
Most of them don't, in fact, because it is something that you haven't really done too much in schooling, you know, like there isn't much of that exposure. So we want the students to understand exactly what it is they're getting into.
And after the second year, then students know very, very clearly whether they want industrial design or accessories. So in the third year, they sort of choose their own pathways and learn things like, if you're in industrial design pathway, you learn things like systems thinking, you learn large-scale manufacturing, you learn interactive products, so IoT essentially. If you're, for example, on the other hand, doing accessory pathway, you'll be introduced to how to actually predict trends, not just follow them. Small-scale manufacturing, you will learn about how to bring mixed materials and bring that aesthetic and precision, because for lifestyle products that's very, very crucial. And both sort of go parallelly. So, and you can always learn from each other because you'll be sitting with your peers in the next room.
I think that's the critical thing, is that we've designed the curriculum so that it's not a divergent pathway, meaning that it doesn't mean that if you've chosen accessory design, then you'll never ever see anything in industrial design ever again. No, it's not. That's not the way that we're doing it. We're trying to make it so that they, there is a constant feedback between each other. That there is a sharing of knowledge, because many of these things are over. I mean, like a watch is a good example of something which is an accessory and industrial in many ways. So you may have to go back and forth to decide where you think. And that's the key, is that a student should be deciding that, not an administrator like me, not a faculty, who comes and says that, well, to be a product designer, you must do this, and there's only one way of doing it. No, there's actually many, many ways. I would say almost infinite ways of doing it. And we want the student to figure out what these different ways are.